Hi YouTube! So today we're reacting to the Keeping Up with Star Rail Hysilens from Bath to Broth. I usually don't react to these. I tend to skim them over even out of that because I'm like, I don't want to be too spoiled, but I'm really excited for her character. I think the design is really cool. I think the lore behind it is amazing, and I'm really excited for the patch to come out on, it'd be Tuesday night for me. So I'll probably be playing it on Wednesday and finally getting to see more of her. Well, let's get into it.
Styxia, a coastal city of intoxication and dreams, where echoes of old songs still drift among the waves.
Pretty.
Electra, daughter of the sea, Chrysos air who cleanses the ocean's core flame, dispels the murky undercurrents and orchestrates a feast of revelry for the heroes beyond the sky. The show must go on, even if hope is as fragile as bubbles, the waves will keep surging forward. On this episode of Keeping Up with Star Rail, let's look at this deep-sea musician, the wave-strumming knight Hysilens.
Okay, physical nihility.
In order to better understand this holy city knight commander's wondrous deeds, we have the honor of inviting Hysilens' superior, Emperor of the North, supreme commander of the holy city, tall and lofty conqueror.
Why is the book on the floor?
Well, red strategist, anyway, the great Emperor,
the book.
Her Majesty Saridra, to this program. Your Majesty is so busy, yet you still found time to grace this holy show with your presence. Such abundant kindness has made our humble abode shine as if bathed in the golden light of the heavens.
Since you know I'm busy, please don't waste any more of my time or patience. I despise cheap flattery, so keep it to yourself, duck sycophant.
Sycophant? Well then,
Albert,
let's not waste any more time in getting into today's topic! Hysilens is a physical character following the path of nihility. This sea siren princess was once famed for her music and singing, accompanying the sighs of the tides with a violin made of seashell.
Oh, it's so cool.
And at the same time, she is an unstoppable blade, tempered through countless trials of blood and flame. Even the most gentle of instruments can become the sharpest of weapons.
Amazing.
Has Duxavis Snowy ever heard the cry of spilt blood?
Okay, the fact that she's pulling it like a musician would, but they're also swords. And then the whale, they did really go all out on the Amphorius designs, but hers is another level. It also one thing that bothers me just a tiny bit is more and more I feel like there should be a water element in some form. We have one in mostly every other Hoyo game. And you can argue that physically if a good amount of water were to hit you, it would hit you with force. So that would probably be physical. But still, I'm Bailu. I'm trying to think, there's one more character that I'm blanking on the name of. Would also be, even Don Hong. Imaginary is fine, but it would make sense.
I'm sure it sounds horribly nice. With Hysilens' talent, ally attacks with enemy targets have a high chance to inflict one of four effects. Wind shear, bleed, burn, or shock. Affected enemies take DOT of the corresponding type at the start of each turn.
Bringing back DOT.
When using her skill, Hysilens has a high chance to increase the damage taken by all enemies for a certain number of turns and deals physical damage to all enemies. When Hysilens uses her basic attack, she deals physical damage to one designated enemy. As expected of the Imperator's Dux Gladiator,
She's got
even the way she slashes people is so graceful. I'd love to admire those sharp moves up close.
Down.
Duck Silvertongue wants to be slashed too?
No.
But the title of Dux Gladiorum is not worthy of someone who only possesses the grace of the blade. To become the Imperator's Gladius, one must have a murderous spirit as tempestuous as the tides.
Exactly. So when using her ultimate,
Her wear looks so familiar.
Reducing all enemies' attack and defense and deals physical damage to all enemies.
It's so cool. It's so
When
pretty.
she uses her ultimate after certain traces are unlocked, If the enemy target is currently afflicted with DOT, all DOT currently applied on the target will immediately deal damage.
Oh, that's
It's
gonna be
also
fun.
worth noting, while targets are in the zone, each time they receive any DOT, they will take one more instance of DOT from Hysilens.
Wars always end quickly when she's around. Her ability to clear the battlefield like a tide has taken care of many inconveniences for me, letting me focus on matters that are more deserving of the crown's attention.
I must say, the Imperator really knows how to hire him. After unlocking certain traces, at the start of combat, Hysilens will create a zone with the same effect as our ultimate. When Hysilens deploys their zone, she will also recover 1 skill point. After using her technique, Hysilens creates a special dimension that lasts for a fixed amount of time and automatically moves forward. Enemies within the dimension will enter the soul-struck state. They will not attack Hysilens and will follow the dimension as it moves. After entering battle against enemies in the soul-struck state, there's a high chance to inflict 2 effects, from wind shear, bleed, burn, or shock on all enemies.
Oh.
So, let's sum it up. Hysilens can provide significant buffs for DOT lineups. Her talent additionally inflicts DOT on enemies when they're hit. In her zone, enemies will trigger 1 more instance of DOT from Hysilens for every 1 instance of DOT taken. With vulnerability inflicted from all enemies by Hysilens' skill, a full team defense reduction from her zone, and her ultimate instantly triggering DOT, the enemies don't stand a chance. They're left to perish under DOT.
They're perishing.
A knight's blade proves itself not on parchment, but in blood. Let the clash of steel reveal the unstoppable might of Dux Gladiorum.
Okay, but like pairing those
Dux
3 together,
MC,
that
let the
shot.
fight begin.
By Imperial decree, Hysilens uses her technique, putting the enemy in the soul-struck state before launching the first strike to enter battle. Thanks to the soul-struck state, the enemies entering the battle are inflicted with 2 stacks of DOT. And because of her trace effect, Hysilens' zone activates on entry, reducing the enemy's defense and attack. Hysilens uses her skill to inflict vulnerability and 1 stack of DOT on all enemies. This attack also triggers a follow-up attack from Kafka, and thanks to Hysilens' zone, every triggered DOT triggers an extra DOT from Hysilens, which means Kafka's follow-up attack ends up triggering a 1-time double DOT on the enemy.
Okay, but that's
the
so
enemy
fun.
Strike back, but traps out Hysilens' zone. Go ahead and see what happens. Double DOT smacks them down before they can even twitch.
I need to finish leveling
keep the momentum
characters.
going of constantly dealing damage. With Hysilens' talent active, every ally attack inflicts extra DOT on the enemy. Kafka uses her skill, detonating the DOT inflicted on the enemy. Under Hysilens' zone, the double DOT instantly sends one of the enemies to their grave. It's now Hysilens' turn again. She uses her skill to max out her energy and get ready for the crushing weight of the deep sea. Her ultimate triggers DOT on the spot, another enemy down. The rest of them are already drowning in DOT. Not to mention, they're still afflicted with vulnerability and defense reduction. Oh, do they even dare move?
I always forget it exists.
Not. And a wild storm of floating DOT text, the enemy drops 1 by 1, and that's a wrap. Honestly, you gotta admire it. With someone like Hysilens leading the charge for the Imperator's army, conquering the world should be a piece of cake, right?
Ha! The thrones of this petty world mean nothing. To rule the board under Aquila's gaze? How dull. Only by crushing stars can one be worthy of the Imperator's crown.
And if I may offer counsel, Your
I need to
Majesty,
crush everybody.
though Dux Gladiorum stands unmatched and though your army knows no equal, if you truly are to seize the moon and stars, I believe you still need...
Still need what?
Still need someone who can smooth the way, build bridges, and cut deals across all factions in Your Majesty's name.
Yeah, like a
Ideally,
trailblazer.
someone who has strategic partnerships with, say, Warship Alliance generals, Cosmos renowned
Are you trying to get a new
geniuses,
job? I mean,
maybe
he always trying to get a new job.
Fugitive or 2.
I never would have guessed Dux Wordsmith had such connections.
Oh, Your Majesty
I
is
think we should
truly
help him
perceptive. You knew right away.
Get a new job.
If
the
Your Majesty
IPC.
allows it, I will gladly serve at your side. Not for flashy titles like Doug's Director or Doug's Beef Friday, but simply to serve, to solve, to support. That alone will be an honor beyond words.
Very
Albert
well, I
Wen.
grant you the right to follow my banner.
there's really nothing. Oh, there's a little left. Okay, I was like, there's still a little bit left.
So in the world beyond the sky, getting teased, roped into free labor, and taken hostage is called a strategic partnership, huh?
I mean, maybe that's what happened to
people
Albert.
like that have titles like P40 or Director. Truly enlightening. Wouldn't you say, Dux P40?
Yes, quite enlightening.
But now that you've sworn loyalty to my throne, how could I allow one of my own to keep getting teased, exploited, or held hostage?
Your Majesty.
Which is why from this moment on, your new title shall be Dux Cutie Pie.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Wait, hold on a minute.
That was really fun to watch, and also, like, I think the other reason why I don't watch them is because it makes me want to pull more. And, like, I'm already going to be pulling for her. I don't have much saved, though, because Finan took all of my savings, and then I needed a break because I was just grinding for Stellar Jades. Maybe I shall be again. And, like, knock on wood, I have yet to lose a 50-50 in Amphorius. This could be the one. And I'll be so upset if this is the one. Because there's still other Amphorius characters I still want to pull for. Like, I need to pull for Mighty in the future. And Hyacin. I really definitely want to do a team of, like, just Amphorius characters. And all I really need is a healer. But I'm like, I wanted to find in so bad that I skipped, like, Hyacin. And I feel so bad because I love her. I'm also, like, so surprised that, like, her banner is not first, because, like, that's just the way that it's seen. Maybe there's probably a method to their madness, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, like, are you excited to see what Hysilens can do and be pulling for her? I want to know all about it. I want to know your pulling plans for the future of Amphorius, because I have a feeling it's going to go to another level. Like, we have new 5-star Dan Heng, which I hope I don't have to pull for since I have other 5-star Dan Heng, and then 5-star March. 5-star March sounds amazing. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, wherever you are in the world, and I shall see you in the next one. Bye!